Hi folks, and welcome to Stop Motion for Beginners. During this tutorial we are going to be using images from old books. Also, we are going to simply focus on two images so that we can create motion between them. The tools you are going to need are a cutting mat, an X-Acto knife, your smartphone, and an old book or two. This is going to be a very analog way to create stop motion with very few tools. Once you have your book out, flip through it until an image catches your eye. For me, I usually like to try and find an individual or an animal or a person that I can create motion with. Once you've found an image, take your X-Acto knife and cut the entire page out. I like to cut the page into pieces until I've made my image as small as I can. This helps with being able to have more control with your image as you move it and slide it around. Push and pull your image in the opposite direction of your knife so that your lines are clean and you have full control. Having patience is always key when cutting your image out. For the second image, I found a skillet with 2 fried eggs. I'm going to cut this out because I have an idea on how I want these two images to interact with each other. So now I have my two images together. I'm going to take my phone. In this tutorial I'm not using a tripod. If you do have a tripod, feel free to use it, but I'm choosing not to use one and I'll explain later. You can turn your phone to landscape view and crop in your entire backdrop to your liking. I'm going to use my cutting mat for the backdrop. This is optional. You could use a colored piece of paper or even use your desk as your backdrop. So once I have nothing on my backdrop, I will take a picture, just one, and then move my image into the frame, partially, one frame at a time, nice and slow. Move, picture, move, picture. Continue this process. I like to slowly move the image so that I have more pictures to work with later on. You can speed yours up to your liking though. Once you've introduced your first image, you can add your next one in the same way. I'm having my second one come in from the top left corner and work its way down. Remember to always move your first image along with your second image to create movement still. Now to manipulate them even further, I'm going to lay my phone down and cut my image to my liking. My goal here is to cut out the eggs but still leave them in place, and then slowly move them out while I take photos. Once you're back, your images may not be exactly where you left off, but that's my favorite part because once you're finished, you will get a nice shaky look to your stop motion video. Try your best to line your images up in their previous positions. You can always go back to your photos and see where you left off. And then you can continue your process of move and picture. There will be times when you need to put your phone down in order to move your objects, especially the ones that you've cut that need an extra pulling. But again, just try your best to line your frame back up.